You already saw these. Just FYI, I think Julio started our recorder, so we're going to be recording this webinar, this workshop for future use, and you can find that, strangely enough, on our YouTube channel. So let's go ahead and get started with our workshop. I made some notes, which you already saw in the invitation, about the exact techniques that we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about creating custom thumbnails. I'll walk you through that process. It's probably a lot easier than you think. How to make bulk edits on your video descriptions. This is a really neat feature that if you're not aware of, very helpful to save you time when you're uploading videos, because you don't want to spend a lot of time creating the descriptions right then, because whether you know it or not, right when you upload your video, that's when YouTube starts to grab all of that search engine optimization, the keywords. YouTube grabs that right then and there. So it's very helpful if you have a description, even if it's a generic description, ready to go. Then you can always come back later and add in the specific points for that particular video. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So that's two so far. We're going to talk about using video cards. If you're familiar with annotations, this is like another level of annotations that makes your video interactive across all viewing devices, which is very important. We're going to talk about creating an interactive, well, at least a dynamic channel trailer, and it can be interactive if you use those video cards. And then finally, the magic of playlists. Playlists seem like something standard that just is a way of linking one video to the next. You can watch multiple videos in a row, but there are a couple of secret tricks that you can use as the brand manager of a YouTube channel to get playlists to work in your favor. I'll show you how to do those. You may have noticed already that I don't have a slide share, or I don't have a PowerPoint presentation up and running. The reason is because this is a workshop, and the first time we're calling these a workshop, and I want this to be very hands-on. So I'm going to be demonstrating all 5 of these tactics right here on the screen, rather than having a presentation going, because I want all the focus to be on this. And if you want to have in another window open your YouTube channel going so you can try these as we go, please feel free to do so. But time is short. I'm going to go ahead and start off with our first poll question. So Julio, if you will pop that into the chat room, I'll go ahead and read it aloud once it's there. Hopefully you can just copy and paste it. But I wanted to introduce YouTube with a couple of questions. And here comes the first one about how you're using YouTube today. And the first question is actually about how are you using YouTube as an individual consumer. What are you watching? Are you watching commercial television? In other words, the clips that you see from The Tonight Show, or anything that's currently on television but then later flips on YouTube. The Olympics might be a good example. What are you watching currently? Or is it original content? Is it original content that YouTube creators are creating and that you're finding and subscribing to? So what kinds of things are you seeing? Feel free to put in your answer A1, and we'll go ahead and probably get started with our first tactic here and then come back to these answers in a bit. I'll wait a few seconds because I know there's always a little bit of a delay. I'll wait a few seconds here for that to catch up, and then we'll get started with our first tactic. All right, let's go ahead and get started. We'll come back to that answer. Just things to be thinking about. How are you using YouTube? And the reason that question is important is because it will determine your strategy for how you're going to use YouTube for your business. What kinds of videos will best engage the audience that you're trying to attract? So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I want to talk about is custom thumbnails. And I have YouTube open here. Julio, if you would just confirm on the chat room that you can see my screen, and then we'll move forward. Just want to make sure, because that's crucial. Think that you can. Fantastic. Julio says you can see it. Let's go ahead and switch over to the screen here, and I'm going to minimize the. So I can just move it over. I'm just going to move over my chat window for a second. You're getting my behind the scenes play by play. Oh, and other viewers say yes, you can see the screen. Wonderful. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I have YouTube open in a window, and I'm going to open up a program that I love, and Julio does too. We both use this for Splash Media U, called Canva. And it is an online graphic design portal here. Everything is done right here on the website. It makes it so easy to use. And the reason I'm pulling this up is because Canva has some great templates that are already built into the site, and you can you can design your thumbnails right from here because all the dimensions, even templates are already set for you. So I'm going to go ahead and have this open ready to go before we go back over to YouTube. So here come a couple of my sample thumbnails here. Julio says Canva is the best. I agree. Okay, so let's go back to YouTube. And I'm demonstrating here everything on the Splash Media U channel. Hopefully yours looks fairly similar to this. And so what I'm going to do is go just to a video that we've already put up here and edited. Here's something we did recently about the relatively new layout to Facebook. I'm going to scroll down. And you can see this option when you're uploading a video, but this video, again, is already uploaded. But the option here is the same. A custom thumbnail will make the video stand out to your viewers so that they will want to click on it. I'm sure you've seen this in a lot of different examples. Let's go back to, and this one currently doesn't have a custom thumbnail, so it's a good one to show. Let me back up one second here. You can see what I'm talking about. I know that guy. So you can see some examples here. So see these things here, YouTube Like a Pro, turning customer complaints into positive experiences. These are some of the workshops we've done in the past. Time-saving social media hacks. The YouTube Like a Pro was an advertisement for the one we're doing now. But obviously these, or maybe not so obviously, but I'll tell you, these still frames were not in the original videos. These are custom thumbnails that we uploaded to grab the user's attention so they'll click on it. So let's go ahead and go back now to the video we're going to take a look at. And again, this one doesn't currently have a custom thumbnail, but we can make one. And right here, we can choose the thumbnail that appears for that particular video or create a custom one. Now, just FYI, you may not have the custom thumbnail option when you first get started on YouTube. That's okay. What you have to do is upload a few videos, maybe enable monetization for a few of them. There's a checklist that YouTube provides in the dashboard of your account. And once you get a certain number of those items filled out on the checklist, then you'll be able to create custom thumbnails. It doesn't take long, I promise. It's very easy to get that started. So we're going to click Custom Thumbnail, and right from there we can upload the file. So let's go ahead and create our custom thumbnail. We're going to go back over to Canva. And Canva is a totally separate program, and we can have another workshop just on Canva because it's amazing. But what you want to do is create a frame the size of the video screen. And what Canva is helpful for is it automatically in this template of YouTube custom thumbnails has the size ready to go, all the appropriate dimensions that are ready. So what I'm going to do is scroll down and find, here we go. So this is one of our templates, one of our custom thumbnails that we've used before for other workshops. So all I have to do is click this little copy icon. There we go. Scroll back up to the top. And again, this is not Canva dependent. You can do this, you can create this image in Photoshop anywhere you like, but Canva just makes it easy because it has the dimensions ready. In fact, let me show you what those dimensions are before we go any further. So here are all the templates that Canva offers. I'll go down to the bottom here and just quickly show you the dimensions so that you have them. If you want to create them, create this kind of image in another, I think I passed it. Hang on one second. There we go. YouTube thumbnail. So and even your YouTube channel art too. This is great. Again, we could spend a whole workshop just on this. But here, the YouTube thumbnail is 1280 by 720. 1280 pixels by 720. The high def standard, if you're familiar with that. So let's go back over to our thumbnail here. So I can quickly change this. I won't worry about changing the background now. I'm just going to quickly change this to Facebook updates. I'm not really making any major changes here, just a quick example to show you how this works. Scoot this down, download this. This is just one of the images that I want from this presentation. So I just want page one, just walking you through what I'm doing here. So this will be ready to go. Let me go back over to YouTube. They'll give me a little notification when it's ready. There we go. Go back over to YouTube, custom thumbnail. Go to my downloads, choose it, open, and it says upload, and then we can save changes. Again, this option is available right when you upload the YouTube video originally, but you can always come back and do it after the fact. That's all there is to it. Custom thumbnails, great way to reach your audience quickly and say, this is what this video is about, and we want you to click and watch it. So let's move on to the next thing. No, we're short on time. Bulk edits. Super convenient if you want to have a similar message across all of your videos. Let me show you an example of this. I mentioned the Tonight Show earlier, but a great example of the default description that you can use across all your videos, and I'll show you how to create it on videos that you haven't, on videos that are legacy videos that have already been uploaded. In other words, the bulk edit description. Hey guys, thank you so much for visiting. All right, there's Jimmy Fallon. So let's go to an actual video here quickly. And this is actually a channel trailer, which is an example of something I want to show a little bit later. Here we go. Here's the description. Now, as you can probably imagine, NBC does not copy and paste all this stuff on every single video. This is all standard stuff. Twitter, Facebook, more stuff to see, more NBC stuff to see. The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon features hilarious highlight. That's just a blanket description on every video. Then they can include some specific information on each particular video that they upload. This, again, is the channel trailer, so there's nothing particularly specific about this video itself, but again, you can go back and include, like for example, for our Facebook video, you can include a specific line saying this covers all the updates to the Facebook page layout. But you want to have some stuff already there ready to go, so you don't have to retype it or copy and paste it every time. And the way you do that is we'll go back to YouTube and go into your dashboard here. Let's go to my channel. And again, I'm demonstrating here from Splash Media U, and I'm going to go to the video manager. Go ahead and let this load. It's a little bit slow here. Video manager, here we go. Okay, so here on the left, you see some navigation where you can go from your dashboard, video manager, videos and playlists. Probably familiar to you if you've used YouTube before, but you may not have used this particular section of it. So we're going to go here to channel. And we're going to go to upload defaults. And this, oddly enough, is where you choose the defaults. You can specify the defaults that are included with each video as you upload them. So here's the default description for our video. So when I upload a video to Splash Media U, I don't have to worry about pasting in this information. It's already included in the description. Splash Media U is an affiliate of Full Sail University, and etc. So what I can do when I upload a video like the Facebook video, for example, is then once it starts to upload, include just the line about the Facebook video, letting you know specifically what that particular video is all about. You can even include some defaults like tags, super helpful, again, for saving you time and not having to redo tags for every single video. You can include things like categories. You can even include things like playlists, which I think is down further toward the bottom. And privacy as well, which is very helpful. If you want to, if there's a particular reason you need to upload all of your videos as unlisted first, and then make them public, publish them one at a time, great way to be able to do that. So if you have some legacy videos that don't have a default description, you can add that, and I'll show you how to do that. So let's go back to our video manager. Let's go to videos, which is what comes up by default anyway here. So here we are in the list of all of our videos, and I can bulk actions from a variety of choices here for multiple videos or all of the videos just by using these handy check marks up at the top. So what this notice is telling me is that by checking this box, it's just the videos on this page that are selected. But I can apply this rule to all of my videos if I want to. But I'm just going to do the ones on this page quickly to, actually, you know what? I'm going to change that plan here. I'm actually going to go ahead and do all of my videos because I think it'll be easier to undo any changes that I make after the fact. So I'm going to go ahead and have all the videos selected so I can reverse this once we're done. And then based on how many videos I've selected, I can take a couple of actions. Actually, more than a couple, as you can see here, a huge list of actions. One of those actions is the description. And again, this is great for going back and adding that bulk description on all of your videos, even ones that you've already uploaded. Or if you want to change things on your channel or your website or your brand, if anything has changed and you want to go back and edit or add that information, such an easy way to do that. So I'm going to edit the description, and when you want to edit the description, you have a couple of choices. You can append, which of course means include some information after any description that's already there. I can change the description entirely. So if I wanted to erase the description and make it all one thing, I could do that, or I could just remove the description. So in this case, I want to keep the descriptions that are on all these videos. I just want to add something to the bottom that reminds people to check out Splash Media U. So what I can do is click append and then just type in check out our other videos. And again, this could be anything. I could be typing in, go to our website, check out our Twitter, like Jimmy Fallon did on the Tonight Show. But in this case, we'll say check out our other videos. And then I could have whatever the YouTube link, and then the playlist. I'll just put Splash Media. Obviously, they're already at our channel, so they don't need the link to our channel. But in my example here, this would be the link to a specific playlist. So check out our other videos at whatever the playlist link is. And then this would add it to every single video because we have the checkbox for every single video on our channel. Now, here's the catch. YouTube doesn't know exactly where to put this after the description. So what it ends up doing is putting it immediately after whatever description you have. No space, no line breaks, nothing. So this is the most important part about updating in bulk your video descriptions. What you need to do is create that space yourself by putting in a bunch of, not necessarily random, but unique characters that will never appear in your other videos. Let me show you what I mean. So in this case, I'm going to take a space, do this, do this. Maybe I'll take 2 spaces just to make sure we get that extra line in there. And at the top, I'm going to put this, a string of unique characters here. Let's say, there we go. So I said, but what I typed was so @$, $, $, This string of 6 characters clearly will never appear in the description of any of my videos. But there's a reason I'm going to use a very unique string like this, and it could be whatever you want, before the bulk description. Because when I click submit, show you. Here we go. I understand that this is going to make a major change. Yes, yes, yes. Submit. Pending. Takes a few seconds here. So let me explain what I just did. It's going to update all the videos. By using that string of characters and then putting a space after it, I built in the line break. Then I can go back and remove the string of characters in bulk, and the line break stays. That is super tricky, is it not? You can applaud now. I'll wait. Okay, so let's go back. So let's take a look at one of our videos. Let's pause this and go down to our description. All right, check it out. So the line break is built in. Learn more, blah, blah, blah. And then there's my crazy string of characters. And then the line, check out our other videos. And because I put the string of characters first, then a blank line, the blank line is there. So let me go back and we'll remove the string of characters. So again, we're going to select all of our videos, actions. Oh, sorry, because I didn't select all my videos. There we go. So all videos are selected, add actions, description. Now instead of append, we're going to set remove. And I hope I remember it. I think it was at $, at. But here's the cool thing. The blank line will stay. So submit. I understand what I'm doing is a major change. It can never be undone. Oh, of course it can be undone. We just undid it. Ending edit. Hopefully it'll be just as fast as it was before. It is pretty cool that it does this in that kind of speed, that kind of time. Updating every single one of your videos. Almost done. I'm just waiting because I want to show you that it does in fact work. It's a pretty cool feature. And then we'll move on to our video cards. And I'll show you an example of a video card I just did with the little commercial we did for this particular workshop, actually. We've got a lot of videos. Not compared to some channels. All right, here we go. Of course I said it's going to be just as fast, so now it's slower. Julio, let's go ahead and do poll question number 2. Since we're running short on time, we'll go ahead and do that while we're waiting. Perfect, thank you. How are you using YouTube to market your business currently? So again, feel free to put your answer here or on Twitter, or just think about that to yourself. How are you using YouTube currently? Because it's very important to have a strategy for each platform you engage on, because if there's no strategy, then there's no goal in mind when people start interacting with you. You need to have that goal, or all those tactics will kind of be just cherry-picked and random, and not really have a purpose behind them. You're not going to get the kind of ROI you're seeking if you don't have that purpose in mind. So how are you currently using YouTube to market your business? Think about that as you plan your YouTube strategy. How can you go forward? Videos have been processed. Let me open this in a new window, because it seems to be taking a little bit longer. I want to make sure we get on with the next tactics. So let me go to my channel. See if it worked on our most recent video here. Take a look. Perfect, there we go. See, so once the other window finishes processing, this will be the same look as all the videos, or all the videos will have the same look as this. So we've got that fresh blank line in there without those weird characters. So a little trick there to help you bulk edit your legacy videos and create some space and actually make the layout look appropriate. So let's go to video cards, and I'm on the right. Oh no, I'm not on the right one. I want to use the commercial. Let me go back. They're both recent videos, but I want to show you specifically one particular aspect of our YouTube commercial. So this is just a quick little segment that's, let me play it so it's not fuzzy. So I wanted to pause it where I'm not actually closing my eyes. I wanted to have something reasonable for you to stare at, so you're not staring at something weird here. So, not that I'm not weird all the time. So what you can do, in addition to annotations, which pop up at various times during the video, is you can have something even more interactive and that's more universally accessible on a wide range of viewing devices like your phone, is a video card, which acts a lot like an annotation, but it's a little bit more advanced. The video card, when you put it in, appears up in the right-hand corner, and you may have seen some of these on other videos that you've watched. This little information button, more info. And the cool thing about the card is it's got a graphic built in, and it takes you to a number of different possibilities. One of those possibilities is your associated website. When you have a YouTube channel, pardon me, you're allowed to connect an associated website so you can direct users to one particular place. Now, you can direct them to a number of different pages, but they all have to be on the same domain. So in other words, the associated website we have for Splash Media U is splashmediau.com. But within that splashmediau.com domain, I can direct our viewers on YouTube to any different post or page from that domain. So for example, if I wanted to direct people to our blog, I could use, through an annotation or a video card like this, splashmediau.com/blog. So it's got to have that associated website first, then slash whatever you want. So let me show you how to add a video card. You go into the edit screen, just like in any edit you want to do. Oh, and here's a good example of one of those custom thumbnails. So this is a custom thumbnail we created, just like we did in that first exercise for this particular video. So go up here to cards, and you click add a card. And here's where you have that choice, the initial choice of what you want people to see. And I chose a link. So we're going to create a link. And here's where you can link to that associated website. So what you need to do is start, and it won't let you send to another website. So, but you are forced to start with this website here, and then you can add, I think it's just by default, it's got it in there. So I think I'd have to paste it in here. But you paste it in, then add whatever extension you want if you're not taking them to your home page. If there's a specific landing page you're taking them to, that's where they would go. And that's exactly what we did with this particular video. We took them to the registration page. We were a little tricky about it. We took them to the registration page for this very YouTube workshop that you're watching. But you may be saying, but the registration page was on Eventbrite. Yes. What I did, with Julio's help here, is we created a blog post that led people to the registration page. Let's go to the Splash Media U blog, and you can see live work YouTube like a pro. This is the page that video card went to. So again, still on the domain, led people to this information post on our blog where they could then click and register for this very workshop. Go back to YouTube here. There was something else I wanted to mention about the cards. Oh yes, so you can, the card pops up at a default length, default duration, but I can move it to a different spot within the video, a different spot to start in the video. And when you see it in the video, it's really cool. There's an option in the card to add a call to action, and it pops up with that call to action right then and there at this particular spot. So this is coming up at 35 seconds. So let's go back to the video. Actually, we can play it right here in this window. And let's go to 35 seconds. Do you see that? Up right there. Register for free. So that call to action pops up right at the time when that card, the I for information is throughout the video, but that little call to action, see it again, pops up right at that spot. There we go, register for free. And you can change that call to action to whatever you want. So video cards, great way to enhance the functionality of annotations through this separate tactic that's more universally accessible on a variety of devices. The channel trailer is something that you saw back on the Tonight Show video. I don't think I have it open here, but I'll just show you that quickly. And this is something you can change directly from your YouTube channel. But a really cool way to introduce your channel and get people interested. We're on the home screen here.
Hey guys, thank you so much for visiting our YouTube channel.
Don't know if that sound is coming through, but this is basically just an intro video.
Here's just a little bit.
And you've got clips from the show. So a great way to introduce your channel to new subscribers and give them a taste of what you're going to be showing. All right, the last thing, and we're just over time here, so I'm going to talk a little bit about how you can take your playlists to the next level. Playlists are strings of video you put together that can either be your content or someone else's content. You can have a playlist made up of a variety of content from other creators on YouTube. It doesn't have to be your own. You can just create the playlist first, and then when you come across a video that's relevant to you, that's important to you, you can click add it to your playlist. We're not going to go deep into how playlists work. We have some other videos about that through our program, but I just want to talk about one cool technique against these. These are some of the advanced features that I really love to talk about to take your YouTube marketing to the next level. So we're going to talk about one technique on playlists that can be really helpful. Let me go back to playlists here. So I'm just going to go to our playlists, show you here. Let's see. And we've got a couple to choose from. These are playlists that we've created as a channel. And we've got a couple of Pinterest training. Let's use that as an example. So here's the Pinterest training playlist. So what this has from our content point of view is a few Pinterest classes from our Pinterest course that may be useful, may get people interested in the program and want to take our Pinterest course. So I put just a few free classes together in this Pinterest playlist. But the name of the playlist is fairly generic, Pinterest training. There are other organizations, I will admit it, that offer Pinterest training. We are one of them. So let's say we want to have a relevant Pinterest video from another source in the playlist. What I can do, go to, see what comes up if we just do a very generic search for, one of our viewers is saying no sound. Sorry to quickly interrupt this as we wrap it up. No sounds at all, sound in other tabs, but not this one. Sound coming through for everybody else? Viewer 9, you have sound coming through? Making sure here. I'm going to go ahead and keep rolling with this. Hopefully everybody else does have sound coming through, because I know we need to wrap it up. Okay, so I did a search for Pinterest because we have Lawrence called in on the phone and got sound. So hopefully those of you who didn't get sound were able to call in on the phone line and get it that way. Very sorry about that for those of you who are having trouble. So again, we're wrapping it up, and Julio put a note about that. So I'm going to look and see quickly here a few videos about Pinterest. Let's see a couple here. All right. Just scrolling down for something that's relevant. Well, this works. I mean, this particular video has over 1 million views. So certainly enough view count from that standpoint, and it seems relevant. Testing Pinterest and BuzzFeed DIYs, so it seems relevant enough, but this is just a quick example. So obviously find ones that are more relevant to your playlists, but I can click on this. Actually, I don't even have to click on it yet. I want to click on it to watch it, make sure it's relevant, but I can click over here on the more options icon and add to a playlist. So I'm going to add this to my Pinterest training playlist. And so now it's added. Now what I can do, because this video has already proven itself to be hyper relevant to a certain crowd, maybe interested in Pinterest, if I share this video or this playlist, what people are going to see right immediately next is another video from my playlist. Let me show you a little bit more specifically what I'm talking about. So let's go back to our Pinterest training playlist. And you can see where this video appears now since we've added it. Testing Pinterest and BuzzFeed DIYs. So let's say I have a Pinterest training video that I want to get out there in the public. I want to spread awareness of that. I can move that just by clicking. Let me go over. Oops. Let me click over on the move icon. I can move that to a specific place in the middle of my playlist. So let's say I really want people to watch the video called Best Times to Pin. So if I take this really high-performing video from someone else, and this is totally fine, this is a great way to promote other people's content, put it in my playlist right before the video I want people to see, I can share this video as part of a playlist to my audience. Pardon me, it's got a commercial first, so I'm just going to pause it. There's no need to watch the commercial. But I can share here, share with playlist, starting from current video. So I did something a little bit complicated here. Let me back up and repeat what I just did. I took a very high-performing video, over 1 million views, that's relevant, this is the key, relevant to my playlist, otherwise you're going to turn people away. Relevant, put it in the middle of my playlist just before a video that I want people to see, a video that we created, and I'm going to share the high-performing video to wherever, to Facebook, to Twitter, to my audience, to my blog. Share this video, and then share it checking this box with the playlist so that people will watch automatically. Let's say if they have YouTube running, they'll watch automatically the next video and the next video and the next video once they've seen this very high-performing video. There's no guarantee, of course. They may close the window switch off. But if they just have YouTube running, they will likely automatically just go on to the next video, which is what you create. So cool little technique for making some magic out of your playlists. Julio, thanks so much for moderating for us. Let's go ahead and show that last question, and we'll wrap it up for today because we're a little bit over time here. Feel free to share or just think about for yourself some of the biggest obstacles to YouTube marketing that you are seeing. Is it not enough time to produce the videos? Is it not knowing how to produce the videos? Is it not knowing what to do on YouTube once your videos are already in the can? Maybe you have a reliable source of video content for your brand, just don't know what to do next once you get them onto YouTube. Great questions, great things to think about as you start coming up with your YouTube strategy. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm going to stay online for a couple more minutes to see if anybody else had some questions or answers to any of our poll questions. Thank you to those of you who participated on Twitter. And again, sorry for the connection issue with the sound. Hopefully you were able to call in and listen that way and get some information on how to take your YouTubing to the next level. Again, these are 5 of probably our favorite advanced tactics that we love to use and show off and teach that really help you YouTube like a pro, and most importantly, save you time. That's what we're really after here, is saving you time as YouTube and, in general, social media marketer, because that's something we severely lack. All right, it looks like everybody's keeping those answers to themselves, which is totally fine, because those are really more for you to think about and how you're going to progress in your YouTube marketing strategy. Thank you for joining us today. Julio, thank you. I will talk to you soon as we get this video online and uploaded so you can access this workshop after the fact and later in your day, in your week, in your month. Thanks again. Talk to you soon.